So yeah, if you want to look over here at me and not look at
Okay.
the camera. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see here. No, we still have that little bit of a shadow. Let me just,
Move back further here.
then the camera won't be able to. Okay. All right. I think that's a little better.
Move back even further so the light's more in the front.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you want to look at me?
Okay.
And tell me your name, your job title, and where you work, and what. Yeah, tell me those three things.
I'm Denny Galino, and I'm the Washington Bureau Chief for Market News International, which is an international financial service that reports lots of news that have dollar signs connected to them, but also everything else mostly that happens in Washington that in all affects the markets.
And can you spell your first and last name for me?
First name Denny, and the last name is Galino, Gulino.
And tell me about how did you get to be the Washington Bureau Chief here in what your career as a journalist?
Well, I'd worked for many years for United Press International and was a national economics correspondent for them. And then I had gone to work for the Bond Buyer newspaper, which is, in contrast, a very focused kind of news media on bonds. And at that point, Market News came to me and asked me to be the New York bureau chief for them, and I moved to New York. And then eventually moved down to Washington to be the Washington bureau chief. That was about 17 years ago.
And from that 17 years to today, I'm sure you've seen a couple of changes in journalism. Anything in particular that you've seen is the biggest change in journalism since that time?
Well, interesting from our vantage point in financial news, the financial news consumer, the people who work in the trading rooms and the people in other media who put together the business pages for newspapers and so on, they're a little more clinical, and so have not been as much influenced by the trend that everybody knows about to be more opinionated, less who, what, and where through the years. So we've been somewhat insulated from that trend, but certainly you see a huge change now that there are bloggers and a lot of internet media where the premium is on strident opinions rather than just sort of a neutral view of what's happening, irrespective of political party or ideology.
Right. Well, Denny, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to me today.
That's it.
That's it.